A record that stood for nearly 3/4 of a century is done. Temperatures in Denver hit 86 at DIA, 3 degrees more than the record of 83 set way back in 1950. While a lot of Coloradans like the fact that there's a pause on the cooler weather, I may be one of them, others are itching for more wintry weather to start.
And to that end, meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen, who's, I believe, is on my side of the weather thing, is not on my side in terms of the attire today. You're protesting the heat by dressing for the weather that shouldn't be here right now.
I'm right there with you, Marshall. You know, I just felt appropriate to dress like this because it felt like a tropical paradise out here, even though my mind is thinking a little bit ahead of time. So that temperature record on Friday was certainly significant because it was the hottest it's ever been in Denver on October the 20th in 151 years. And the El Nino weather pattern may have something to do with it because it's known for bringing in warmer fall weather, but in the winter, it's a completely different story. And this season, the forecast of NOAA, the science-based forecast, is very similar to the astronomy-based forecast, that of the Farmers Almanac.
NOAA's official winter outlook is calling for warmer than average temperatures along the northern tier of the country, but likely close to normal temperatures in Colorado. The average winter temperature in Denver, for example, is just below freezing at 31.9 degrees. The precipitation forecast is calling for a slightly snowier than normal winter in Colorado. To top average snow in Denver, there would have to be more than 22.8 inches of snow from December to the end of February. Last year, NOAA said the chance of Denver having a cold and snowy winter was about 50-50. We ended up with more than 30 inches of snow that stayed on the ground for 47 days in the coldest winter in 14 years. While the Farmers Almanac prediction that we were going to shake, shiver, and shovel may have been more fitting.
In the entire country, I felt that the Rockies was where we nailed it the best, if you will.
Editor Peter Geiger says instead of atmospheric science, the Farmers Almanac uses things like solar activity and planetary alignment 2 years prior to make a winter weather prediction, which means this winter's forecast was made in the summer of 2021, and they are saying the burr is back.
And I'm pretty comfortable with that. I think the burr will be back. I think you'll get more than your share of snowfall. And I don't know that it'll be as dramatic as last winter, but it certainly will be winter, and the skiers are going to love it.
So let's give the Farmers Almanac credit there for getting it right last year, really nailing the Rocky Mountain region. And this year it's super interesting that they're both kind of online. We're expecting a little bit above average snowfall across Colorado, but guys, they're just emphasizing there with the Farmers Almanac how much colder it will be.
You could have stopped with the burrs back and I would have been happy, Corey.
One liner, that's all I need.
Appreciate it, thank you.